Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nik Nazratu Akmal binti Sahari. I am from Test 1. Today, my presentation is about aspiration and direction of education in Malaysia. Before that, I want to begin by asking you a simple question. What does it really mean to be a good teacher? Is it someone who finish the syllabus on time, or someone who produce student with straight A's, or is it something deeper than that? I believe that being a truly good teacher means being intentional about why you teach, who are you teaching for, and how you teach. And that is exactly what today's presentation is about. In this presentation, I will be discussing two main aspirations of Malaysian education: the Standard Quality Pendidikan Malaysia known as SKPM or SKPMG2, and the Pelan Pembangunan Pendidikan Malaysia known as PPPM or the Malaysian Education Blueprint. For SKPM, I will focus specifically on Standard 5, which look at student outcomes. For PPPM, I will focus on the National Identity Aspiration, which is one of the six aspirations that PPM envisions for every Malaysian students. Next, I will introduce about SKPMG2. SKPM is the instrument used to assess and guide the operational management of school to ensure quality education. The evaluation is originated in 2003, updated to SKPM 2010, and evolved into SKPMG2, which is Wave 2, in 2017 to align with the education blueprint. The purpose is to serve as a benchmark for self-assessment or PKS by school to identify strength and weakness of the students. So assessment must be evidence-based to ensure transparency and effectiveness in school improvement. So the goal of SKPMG2 is to produce students with world-class potential by measuring leadership, management, and teaching quality. Next, I will talking about one of the standard in SKPMG2, which is standard 5 about student outcome. Standard 5 measure the overall development of student as a result of the school educational processes, not just academic achievement, but their growth as whole person. So the main objective is to ensure the school are able to produce students who are intellectually, spiritually, emotionally, and physically balanced, which is cherished through efficient school management. So the assessment objective of SKPMG2, specifically Standard 5, which is focuses on student outcome, is to assess the extent to which students achieve their optimum potential, measuring the quality of education based on the student outcome, which is the output of the students, to identify personal and academic aspects that need to be improved. Next, I will talk about the key component of Standard 5, which is student outcomes. We have three components, which is 5.1 about student achievement in academics. Student outcome focuses on student achievement in academics, involve student mastery in the curriculum, public examination, and also internal tests. Second, 5.2, student participation in co-curricular activities involving student involvement and achievement in sports, games, clubs, association, and uniform units. The last one is 5.3, student personality development, evaluate students' positive behavior, discipline, and commendable character. Next, I will explain the value in Standard 5 in the context of teaching profession. The first value is holistic responsibility. Teachers are responsible for growing the whole student, not just academic, but the whole mind, body, and also the character of the students. Second one is student-centeredness. When we focusing on or we involve the standard 5, which is student outcome, we put the every decision we should put into the student development about their academic, about their curriculum, or about their character. The third one is accountability. Teacher must be able to show evidence that their students have genuinely grow and progress within the process of education. The last one is to nurturing mindset. A good teacher will see potential in every student, not just the academically strong one, but the one that with talented with sports and also arts. Next, we'll be moving on with the PPPM, um, the introduction of PPPM. So, uh, the Malaysian Educational Development Plan or PPPM 2013 until 2025. The context is a comprehensive 13-year plan to transform the education system and improve student outcomes. We have three objectives of PPPM. First one is to assess the current performance against international benchmark. The second one is to establish a clear vision for the education system and students' aspirations. The third one is to outline a comprehensive transformation program for the ministry and schools. For the phase approach is implemented in three things, which is wave or gelombang. So the sixth student aspiration is knowledgeable, thinking skill, bilingual, national identity, ethical and spiritual, and also leadership skills. But today I will focus on national identity. So for the definition of national identity in the context of PPPM, PPPM envision every Malaysian student to have a strong sense of national identity, feeling proud to be Malaysian, respecting diversity, and being committed to national unity regardless of race, religion, or background. First is pride in being Malaysian, students who value their country history, culture, and national symbols. Second is respect for diversity, understanding and appreciating the multiracial, multicultural, which is nature of Malaysia. The third one is sense of belonging. Student will feel connected to their community and their country. So I will discuss about the value in national identity aspiration in the context of teaching profession. For the first one is unity and inclusivity. A teacher must create a classroom where every student, regardless of race or background, feel equally valued and respected. The second one is cultural sensitivity. Teacher must be aware and sensitive to the diverse backgrounds of their students in every lesson they deliver. The third one is role modeling. Teachers are the most visible example of national unity in the school. How you treat every student teach more than any textbook. So, patriotism through education. A teacher has the responsibility to instill love for the country, not through force, but through meaningful and relevant learning. Next, we'll be moving on to the KMD2, which is digital technology. The definition of KMD2 refers to digital literacy competency, which is the ability to use digital technology not just skillfully, but responsibly, ethically, and meaningfully in the context of education. So we have three, which is Google Classroom, Padlet, and Canva. The use of Google Classroom is to organize and distribute lesson materials, collect student work, and provide written feedback. The second one is Padlet. Padlet is used as an interactive collaborative space where students can share ideas, pass response, and learn from each other. The third one is Canva. Canva is used to design visual teaching material such as lesson slides, infographic, activity sheets, and visual summaries. But today I will focusing on the Google Classroom. Today I will focus on the Google Classroom and on how to use it ethically. First is to protect student privacy at all times. Never share student names, work, or personal data outside the classroom platform without permission. The second one is to follow the school digital usage policy when setting up and managing the classroom. The third one is to ensure that all students have equal access to materials posted, aware that not all students have strong internet access at home. So we as a teacher must have provide an offline alternative when needed. The fourth one is to use feedback feature responsibly. Comments are constructive, respectful, and focus on growth, never discouraging or dismissive. I will also talk about how KMD2, which is Google Classroom, support teacher identity formation. So, for the summary of today's presentation, SKPMG2, which is I focus on standard 5, which is student outcome. SKPM is a quality framework that measures student effectiveness across 5 standards. So, standard 5 focus on holistic student development, academic, curriculum, and personal growth. And the next one, I talk about PPPM 2013 and 2034, which is I will talk about national identity aspiration. Next, I talk about PPPM 2013-2025, which is national identity aspiration. PPPM is a Malaysia 13-year education transformation plan with a six student aspiration. National identity aspiration ambitions students who are proud, united, and respectful of diversity. So the last one, I talk about digital technology KMD2, which is I focus on Google Classroom that can form a teacher as a fair and responsive teacher who supports every student consistently. I think that's all for my presentation. Thank you.